So hello guys and welcome back to the another part of our Python programming series. Here I am Bhupendra along with Jeet.
Hello guys.
We both welcome you to our YouTube channel All Rounders. So guys, in this video we will teach you about the sequence data types and the dictionary data types in details. First of all, I will tell you about what are the sequence data types one by one and what are the dictionary data types. Then Jeet will tell you about the implementation part. So let's get started. So guys, what are the sequence data types? In Python, sequence data types allows you to store the multiple values in an organized and efficient fashion. Like you can store the sequence data types in the form of the lists and tuples. Here you can see that sequence data types can be of the several types, like the strings, Unicode strings, list, tuples, byte arrays, and the range objects. But in this series, we will cover the lists and tuples only. So, what is the list data type? Lists is a part of the sequence data types. List is a single storage unit which holds the multiple data items, and the data items may be or may not be of the same type. So guys, list can contains a mix of the string and the numeric data. Lists can contain the square brackets, and these are the mutable. So guys, you have to know what are the mutable objects, as if you have a variable and you can store in the memory location, then by going to the memory location you can change the value of that variable. That means that variable is a mutable. Okay, so list is a mutable. Then we can replace any string or any data type in the list. That the mutable means here. So guys, here we have the various operations on the lists and tuples. There are total 6 operations which are familiar with us and which are similar for both for the list as well as the tuple. So here are these operations. First we have the concatenation, then repetition, then slice, then range slice, then in membership, then not in membership. Guys, I am not telling you about what are these operations because I have already told these operations in details in the previous video, so you can go there and check it out. Then, what is the tuple data type? Tuples is a part of the sequence data type. The tuple is a single storage unit which holds the multiple data items, and the data items may be or may not be of the same type. Okay, so as the list, tuple can also store the numeric and the string data types in single variable. And guys, these are the immutable objects. Like you cannot change the variables values in the memory location because these are the mutable. Immutable. Next, we have the built-in functions, which are common for both of them. First, we have the length. This function is used to count the number of digits or the string, and by using the length function, we can count how many words we have in the variable. Like if you have a string and you can store the my name is Jesus, then you have the 4 words. But then by using the length function, you can count that how many values are there in a list or a tuple. Then we have the max function, which can calculate the maximum of the values in the list and the tuples. As you can see here, this function is used to count the maximum. Then we have the opposite of this, which is the minimum function. This function is used to count the minimum of them. Then we have the certain operations of manipulating the list. First, we have the append. It adds an item at the end of the list. Like if you have 2 lists, then it can add in one. Then we have the insert. It inserts an item in the list at the specified index. Then we have the remove function. It removes the specified item from the list. Suppose you have the 4 items in the list, and if you want to remove a particular item from that, then you can use the remove function. Then we have the pop. It removes and returns the last digit objects in the list. As you can see in the later section, Jeet will tell you about the pop operation in the lists implementation part. Guys, these manipulation operations are only for the list. These manipulation are not for the tuples, because tuples are the immutable and we cannot perform certain operations by for changing the values. Then we have the reverse function. It reverses the orders of the items in a list. In the maybe if you have a 1 2 5 7 in a list, Then by using the reverse function, we can store that list like the 7, 5, 2, and 1. Then we have the sort function. It rearranges the data items in the lists according to the alphabetical order. Then we have the conversion of one sequence type to the another. By using the list function, it converts a tuple into a list, and then by using a tuple function, it converts a list into a tuple, which is a vice versa. Then we have the dictionary data types. So what are the dictionary data types? It is a collection of the data types. It is an unordered collection of the data items, and each item has a key value pair. And here is the example I will explain you. Like the lists and tuples, dictionary has the collection of the data items, but it is unordered. In the sequence data types, there is an ordered collection of the items. Here dictionary data types can store the values as a key value pair. Like in the example you can see there is a key India and whose value is 125. Similarly, we have a key South Africa and whose value is 110. Guys, uh, we can there is a unique key, and there is a multiple values for a particular key. Then we have the function for accessing the values in a key. It does not uses the index number to access the values from where it uses the get method. Like example icc.get India, which is I have already explained in the previous example. Is India is a key. By using the get function, we get the value of the India, which is the 110. Then we have the built-in functions. There are total three built-in functions which I already told you, which is the length, maximum, and minimum. Then we have deleting a dictionary data items in a dictionary. We have the del, pop, and clear operation. By using these functions, we can easily delete a key value pair or a certain key or a certain value. Then we have the methods of the dictionary objects. First of all, we have the items. This method returns a list of the tuples. Then we have the keys. This method returns a list which has only the keys. And by using the values, we can get only the value. Like in this method, it is already stated that this method returns a list which has only the values. So guys, that's all about for the theory part. Now Jeet will tell you about the implementation part. So let's get started, guys.
So guys, welcome to the implementation part of this video. So Pendra, I've explained you all the topics, and now I'll be implementing all those. So here's a code for the list program, and let's see how it works. Firstly, I've taken a list and I've stored the values 9, 8, 4 in it, and I've taken another list L2 and I've stored 1, 5, 3. Now we will be implementing certain operations and methods on the lists. So the first operation is concatenation, and in concatenation, I'm adding the elements of both the lists and storing the result into another list called L3, and I'm printing that list. Then the next operation is repetition. In repetition, I'm actually multiplying the elements of the list by an integer, and I'll be seeing the result by using the print statement. Then the next operation is slicing. Slicing is the similar slicing that we had explained to you in the previous video. You can access the elements of the list by using slicing operation. You can actually write the name of the list, and in square brackets you can pass certain integers, and the elements present at those index points will be displayed on the screen using the print statement. So in the first print statement, I am displaying the third element in the list, and the index number is 2. And in the next print statement, I am printing the entire list, and for that I have used colon inside the braces. So the operations are over. The next part is functions. The functions are namely length function, max function, and minimum function. So length function tells the length of the list, and I'm printing the length of the list. Then I'm printing the maximum value in that list using max function, and in the next print statement I am printing the minimum value in that list using the min function. Then there are certain methods used in lists. These are append, insert, pop, remove, sort, and reverse. So firstly, what append is doing is it is adding the desired element at the end of the list, and over here I'm adding 2 at the end of the list by using this statement l3.append, and in the braces I have passed 2 and then I've displayed the list. Then insert is used to add certain elements at a desired position but not at the end. So I have mentioned the index number as well as the element which I want to be added. I want to add the list, and I'm inserting 7 at third position, and then I'm printing the list after adding. Then the next method is pop. Pop basically deletes the last element in the list, and then I'm displaying the list again so that it is clear to you. Then I using the remove function. Method is used to remove the desired element from the list, and as I mentioned 7 in the braces, that means it will delete 7 from the list, and then I'm also printing the list. Then the next method is sort. Sort will sort the list in ascending order, and then I'm also printing the sorted list. Then the last method is reverse. Reverse, as it says, as the name said, it will reverse the list and it will print the list in descending order as the list has been sorted with the sort method before. So let's run the code and see what happens. So I'm running it. See, as I had explained, as I have already explained it to you, concatenation will concatenate the list, will join the two lists. Then repetition, it will print the list 2 times as I have used 2. Then I have used slicing. Then it has printed the third element in the list. Then in slicing only, I have printed the entire list. Then the length of the list is 6, that is 6 elements. Then the max value in that list is 9. Then the minimum value in the list is 1. Then after appending 2 to the list, it is displaying result. 2 has been added at the last position. Then after inserting 7 at second index, that is third position, it is displaying the list again. Then after applying pop, it is displaying the list again. 2 has been removed as it was the last element. Then after applying remove operation, I have removed the element which was present at second index, that was 7. Again, the result is clear to you. Then I sorted the list and in ascending order. Then I've used the reverse method and I've displayed the reverse of that list. So that was all about the list operations. So guys, here's the implementation for the tuple part. So I have used the same list that I had used in the previous program, and I've converted those lists into tuple using the tuple function. So T1 is equal to tuple, and in the bracket I have passed the lists and they are being converted into the tuples. Then the basic operations that I had used in the list are same for the tuples as well. And as you all know that tuples are immutable, so I can't change any value in those tuples. Therefore, certain methods are not applicable over here. So the basic operations that are happening are concatenation, that is adding the elements of the tuples, then the repetition, then the slicing. In slicing, I am actually printing the desired element as I told you in list also. Then the functions that are applied in tuples are the same. That is len, max, and min. Len will tell the length of the tuple. Max will tell the maximum value, and min will tell the minimum value. Then at last, I'm taking another tuple and I'm storing the values Jeet and Bhupendra into that tuples, and I'm printing the names first and then converting the tuple to a list by using the list function. So these were the lines of codes. Then so now I'll be running it, and I'll then that would give you a better clarity. So let's run it. See, tuple 1 is 9 8 9 comma 8 comma 4. Then tuple 2 is 1 comma 5 comma 3. Then I am applying the concatenation of both tuples. These are being added without the spaces. Then I'm applying repetition on tuple 1. 984 is being repeated 2 times. Then I'm printing the third element in tuple 3 using the slice. Then I'm printing the entire list, sorry, the entire tuple using slicing 2. Then I am printing the length of the tuple, that is 6 elements. Then I'm printing the max value in the tuple, that is 9. Then I'm printing the minimum value in the tuple 3, that is 1. Then I've taken another tuple and I've stored Jeet, Bhupendra into it and I've printed it. Then I've converted that tuple into the list with the same elements, and just the difference is now these elements are mutable and they are being converted into a list. So that was all about the tuples part. So guys, here's the implementation part for the dictionaries. So here I've taken a dictionary D and I've stored the key value pairs as 1 Tushar, 2 Bhupendra, 3 Jeet. So I'm printing the dictionary over here as the first line. Then I'm printing the value for the key one by giving by using the get function. It is using get method to access the particular value. Then I'm printing d dot items. It will be printing the key value pairs. Then I'm printing d dot keys. It will be printing keys in the form of list. Then I'm printing d dot values. It will be printing the values in the form of list. Then I'm printing the length using the len function of dictionary. Then I'm printing the maximum value among keys using max, and in the bracket I've given d. Then I'm using min in the bracket I've given d, and I'm printing the minimum value among keys. Then using the pop function, I'm deleting the third key value pair by giving the desired value in the brace inside the braces. Then I'm printing the dictionary again to see the result. Then at last, I am using clear function, which will clear the dictionary and it will delete all the key value pairs. And then at last, I'm printing the dictionary again. So let's see. Then let's run it. Okay. See, the dictionary is over here. Dictionary, the key value pairs are here. Then value for key one is Tushar. I'm printing it using the get function. Then the dictionary items are over here. Then the dictionary keys, then the dictionary values. Then the length of the number of key value pairs are 3, so the length is 3. And the maximum value among the keys is 3, and the minimum value among the keys is 1. Then I'm printing the dictionary again after popping the element, the last element. Then I'm using the clear function, and at last the dictionary is empty now. So that was all about the implementation part of this video. Thanks. So thank you guys for being a part of this video. And in this video, we have explained to you how tuples, lists, and dictionaries work in Python. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos and keep practicing more and more. Thank you guys.